Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. Coaches like to say play the next one on the schedule. This one carries a little more weight, a mid-season top 10 showdown. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Ole Miss Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, Coach DeBoer told me pregame. He talked to me about the importance of this young running back. Just a freshman, he has continued to showcase his talent. They gave him an opportunity early in the season, and they have been rewarded. He continues to shine and be very productive at the line of scrimmage. I'm going to keep you posted on how he plays here in the first quarter. They're feeding him early and often. He's in the script. Can he keep the momentum going? We'll find out. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And he's going to bring this one out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The run inside. It's Lacey. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground. Take away that run game. Make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll go right back to it. Maybe look at that toughness, just running through everybody. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And, man, this offense, man, is so nice to have a guy that you can hand the football to, and he can take off and make big plays down the field. He can break tackles. He can outrun you. He shows you a little bit of everything. This defense, they better dial in on him because he's going to get the football, and he can make big plays.
Got a man. It's Alexander. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
Looking down the middle. That's caught. It's Gill. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Man, what makes this offense so difficult to defend is they've got receivers that have speed and that can separate. On the first drive of the game, they found a soft spot in the middle of the field, and they took advantage.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. They tried to get the defense going the wrong way with the counter, but nothing doing.
Aggressive defense, attacking defense. You want to hit them with those counters, but it wasn't successful in this play. Defensive line, linebackers, everybody's dialed in. They see what's going on. They diagnose it. Go down.
Makes the grab and room to run. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Rebels. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Slips through the line. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this.
He's got it along the sideline. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Snap to the back. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Russell. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Tide will have to call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Now here's Russell. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
Rebels offense is back on the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Fakes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I love the 3rd down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on 3rd down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
They booted away. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
That's a great job downing the football, setting your defense up, great field position. A lot of times you let that thing bounce one too many times and it climbs in the end zone, but that was a good job of making sure you downed it and set your D up.
Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Going with the ground game left. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He's got it. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to scramble. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
So now it's 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. Bounced off his feet.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the catch, and a huge play on the left side. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Lacey. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long. Caught! And he will score! Touchdown, Rebels!
Man, making making a statement early in this football game. I'm open. Get it to me. He's already got 2 tutties on the game. Nice job making his presence felt early in this football game.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keelan Russell. Oh, he makes the catch. Oh, there might have been trouble if they hadn't knocked him down so quickly. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Handoff from the gun. Looks like Alabama will pick up the first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimum gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Finds his big tight end. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful.
Here's a little room there. The 30. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Yeah, dude, if I'm a DC, I'm throwing my clipboard. I'm throwing my hands up in the air. What do you want me to do? I mean, this is unbelievable, having a guy this dynamic at the quarterback spot that can take it 50-plus and make it look that easy. You stop it.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. Makes the catch. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Running inside, it's Lacey. Got enough for the first. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Oh, he's got some space. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
Fantastic job there buying time and then using his speed to go get a huge chunk play. You saw on defense a lot of people in the back end with their heads turned around chasing receivers. It's dangerous. You want to play man coverage. You don't want to keep your eyes on the quarterback. You're going to pay for it. You saw it right there.
Looking to throw on first down. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The run inside. It's Lacey. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And I think this is going to be a focal point moving forward, man. Like stopping the run game. Like they continue to have success and have success now on this third down. They've got to find a way to maybe commit more bodies, be more physical at the point of attack, and take away some of this rushing game.
Trying to run, it's Lindsey. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Alabama calls its second timeout of the half. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive, and they'll push that lead out a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Pulls and fires complete. At the 35, he's loose. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The give to the back. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down, it creates second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run. I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Options galore here, second and just a few inches. Plows through the defense. Maybe some room here. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Russell. Firing to the end zone. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He did.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. He'll bring it out. It's Cunningham. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Delayed handoff. It's Lacey. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown on this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Hunt is on its way. Just needs a crack to get a return. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Back has it. Still on his feet at the 25. Good gain there, picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. Direct snap. Could be an alley. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. Let's start with Texas in their matchup against the number 12 team, the Oklahoma Sooners. And it's the Longhorns trying to close out what would be one of the toughest wins of the season. And that's a big statement considering this team is already 6-1. Let's see if they have what it takes. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications.
The Alabama offense coming onto the field. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Crimson Tide here on 2nd down.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. Goes high to pull it in. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
It's complete. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
That's a real good-looking throw. And I know at Alabama recently they've had a lot of different quarterbacks, and they've also had a lot of different guys calling the plays. But one thing that's never seemed to waver is how explosive the offense has been, and the big reason is because of the efficient play they've had consistently year in, year out at the quarterback position as well. They recruited extremely well. They coach these guys up. And this is a guy who loves football, loves the X's and O's, and you're seeing it translate onto the field right now.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
Throwing Russell. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. Alabama pushing the tempo. Dropping back, it's Russell. Under fire. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They take the lead here in the second half. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
This offense needed a big play, and that is the guy that they need to go to help create a spark on offense. Awesome job.
He'll bring it out. It's Cunningham. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. On first down, here comes this offense. Wants to throw it again. Looking for a deep man. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
I tell you, they tried to go draw in the middle of the field. That back had nowhere to go with the football. He was tackled right away for a loss.
The throw to the outside is complete. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
I like quarterbacks that are being aggressive, but moving forward, if your guy's not open downfield, it's okay just to check it down to a tight end or a running back and take the profit.
Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Wants to throw again. Another incompletion on third down.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the third quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
And the Rebels send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He makes the fair catch at his own 8-yard line, and that might have kept him from being backed up even further. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Back to the ground game on the left. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Russell. Quick strike complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And the defense brings the blitz. And how about the QB? Really nice job understanding. If I can hang on to this just a little bit longer, it gives my receiver an opportunity to run a better route and get more time to create more space. Nice job hanging in there, taking the hit, and getting the completion off of it.
Russell from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
And there he goes. Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, the last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Running inside, it's Lacey. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? They got him to jump. The defense got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 1st down. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. This time he wants to throw. Finds his big tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. To the air on 1st down. Might be looking to run. And they can't make the connection, and 3 quarters are in the books as we head to the 4th. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Zings it complete to the right. He came flying up from his free safety position and stopped him well short. In fact, he'll be about 3 yards behind the marker, and it's 4th down.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Makes the catch. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Looks as if he's going to run it. Touchdown, Rebels. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And that's a really nice physical run. This is a team that prides themselves on the ability to establish the line of scrimmage. And here we are in the fourth quarter, late in the game. Everyone's tired, and a no-nonsense run. Great push by the offensive line, taking the lead with that touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Rodgers. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. Nowhere to go on that one. That'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Russell. It's complete on the right side. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Alabama quickly back to the line. From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Rebels offense is back on the field. So the defense sets him up for that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. And the Rebels are threatening in the red zone. They'll run it. It's Frazier. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run the clock. Let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Rush is on him. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the fourth quarter. We've got an opportunity, one possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Yeah, I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
139 Albatross. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Let's it go to the end zone. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a momentum-changing play. Just when they needed to get the takeaway, he steps up with a massive interception, now gives his team a chance to regain the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Throwing Russell, bringing the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. To the air, it's Russell. Picked off, what a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
I'll tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. Alabama calls its second timeout of the half. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback keeps it. Hard running there. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Now the Tide uses its third and final timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. On third down, here's Frazier. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Right on the money. He's got enough for the